Okay, so we're live now on YouTube, and I will bring in the representative for our first application.
Dave, if you can hear us, you have your audio off.
That better?
Yes.
Yes, hi Dave.
Okay. How you doing?
Yes, hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the Architecture Review Board. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm getting that thing. I gotta. I'm getting like every one of you's getting a
Good.
full page. Where I'm looking for that thing where I get everybody on it.
Gallery. It's gallery.
Yeah.
In the
well,
top right, it should say view.
Hold on. YouTube. Nah, I don't know what I did. That's me. Yeah, I'm getting somebody's kitchen table. Square. Okay, hold on
Yeah,
now.
we see you. Can you
Yeah, I'm
hear us?
looking for the gallery.
Yeah. Can you
Oh,
hear us?
gallery. Got it. Okay.
Okay, Dave, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So we've been looking at your signage. Can you just we've discussed it among ourselves.
Just tell us
Okay.
again now. Just tell us again who you are representing, please.
Which one you want first? I think I got a couple of them in there. First, Gentle Touch.
Gentle touch, a gentle touch.
Gentle touch. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So we've discussed it a little bit, and first of all, we feel that the two caricatures or the two people that are on the sign
Right.
would not be necessary to to promote what your business is. It says a gentle touch, and you're
Yeah.
going to be taking care of people in their home. So we think that that might be something that you might eliminate from the sign.
Yeah, that's his logo. I just put it in it because it was part of his logo.
Right. Well, we'd prefer that it not be in the sign. It
Okay.
looks a little bit, to be very, did you design the sign?
No. Oh,
No,
this sign was actually his sign in Bayshore.
Okay,
He moved into Bayshore, and we did the sign for him.
okay.
So I don't know what happened with him and his landlord. We actually never even put the sign up.
Yeah,
And I didn't even know he moved until Jeanette called me and said, you have one of your customers filing for a permit. I said, who? So he wanted to take the sign that we did for Bayshore and
put it in Babylon.
So I
Okay,
said, look, I said, Pat, I don't know if they're going to go for it. I said, we'll try it. We
Okay.
might have to alter it.
well, that's a suggestion that we have, that be removed. And
Okay.
also, now, is that a 10 in the corner? What-
That was the number of his building in Bayshore.
That was the building in Bayshore? The number of the building?
That might be I'm going to hold up what I have.
Go ahead. No, we don't have that. All
Oh,
right, let me
really?
hold up what I have here. Wait a minute, can you see that?
Yeah. No, it's the same sign. He
Well,
must
there's a
have.
number 10.
Is that the bill? Oh, I didn't even see that. He must have did that.
Well, I don't know.
That's his
But
building.
that's,
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the sign right here. There's
I
no
see.
10.
okay, and what's in the corner? What is that?
Well, I just wrote that X there to cross that out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's one of our suggestions, is that be removed
Okay.
so that there's no picture at all. It's not
Right.
necessary to have a picture there.
Right.
And to be very honest with you, we found that if that's an angel up on top,
Oh, yeah, right.
is that an angel?
I don't know. It's his logo.
Yeah, well, okay, well, we'd like to eliminate the angel.
Is that what that is, an angel?
Yeah, it looks like that to us.
Eliminate. Okay, so you want me just to redesign it with a gentle touch, senior home healthcare, and then the slogan at the end, when you get old. And I mean, I have to redesign it, obviously.
I would say that you come back with another rendering of this sign.
Okay,
Yes.
now this is something I
Dave-
can just,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
I was going to ask you if it would be possible too. I mean, I know it's a very bright yellow and red, and it's just that the building itself is neutral and black, and a lot of the signage, I was wondering if those colors could be toned down to something a little bit.
Actually, this is a gold background that blends to a lighter gold and a maroon edging.
Oh, that doesn't
You
show
think
up in
you
the
make
picture.
the maroon edging.
Yeah,
that
I know,
black?
you can't go by the pictures, so.
Yeah,
Even my printout looks yellow and red,
it does.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, something that goes with the building.
With the building,
Yeah, I honestly, I haven't even seen the building yet.
Oh,
well, this
So
is
let
the
me do this.
building.
Let me
This
pass
is the
by.
building.
Yeah, he said it's right by Dairy Barn.
yes, it is. Mhm.
Okay,
Yes,
so why
that's
don't we
right.
do this? Yeah, let me pass by there. I'll take a picture of the building.
See if there's something that you can design that's in keeping with the colors of this building.
Right, okay,
That is coordinating with the building colors.
absolutely.
Yeah,
No, I agree. Like I said, this was thrown at me. I didn't even know about this.
I understand, absolutely. So see what you can come up with.
Yeah, sure.
He's not planning on illuminating this, is he?
No.
No.
This is
Okay,
just
that's
a PVC sign.
Okay, good. All right,
Yes,
so then,
And the setback too. Don't forget, we wanted to.
yes, how far, we don't know how far this is from the walkway. It doesn't say how far back this sign is.
Right. Well, it was funny because when I called him today, I said to him, I don't even know if you're putting this on posts, if you want to put it on the building. He said, well, I'd like to put it parallel to Deer Park Avenue in front of the building.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I know the setbacks, I think 15, 20 feet, right from the road.
10 feet for retail business.
And, yeah,
How many feet?
10 feet for retail business.
Well, he's not really retail, is he?
It's zoned retail.
yes, it is, that's right. So
Yeah.
that has to be figured into where the placement of that sign is.
Yeah, I'll look. I'll go there tomorrow. I mean,
Take a look, that's a good idea. Take a
Yeah.
look at the area and the building. And then come up with something that's, in keeping with the building
Sure.
and rework the signage on the building, on the
Right.
sign.
Well, maybe I'll eliminate that angel thing. Is the address 10?
No,
No,
Oh.
it's 344 Deer Park Avenue.
That
Okay,
might
so
have been
maybe
his
I'll
old
put it
sign.
I'll put it 344 where that angel is.
good.
I'll put something
Okay.
over there. I'll bring a gentle touch down. I'll
Yes,
finish it up.
yes.
The
Okay,
posts are
I'll
nice.
take care of that. And what I'll do is
That's good.
I'll send it over to Jeanette so she gets it and she can pass it to all of you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
right,
that's
great.
great, Dave. Yes, that's wonderful. Thank you.
No problem.
Anything else? Anything else? Any more suggestions, ladies? Anything?
Just in regards to the color, are the yellow, gold, and the maroon, are those part of the logo or his?
Yeah, that's his logo.
Okay.
So he wants to
But
stay
I'm going to
with
be
that.
changing. Yeah, I'm going to change it so it looks nice with the building.
Great.
Thank you.
Right,
Thank you.
right.
Dave, are you staying for Argyle Toys?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
All right, so we should do Argyle Toys next since he's here.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be here, so I'm just doing it for them.
Are you sure? Because I
We-
emailed them.
We
They
do
said
have
they were
Teresa
gonna be here.
Stryker.
Yes,
maybe
Teresa
yes.
Stryker.
Okay.
Okay,
So I will add in Teresa Stryker now to join you for our alto.
okay.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, ladies. Can you, oh, yeah, you're on. Oh, hi. Okay, there you are, girls, ladies. good. Okay, so we've been looking at your sign, and we have really no problem with it. It's great. We really like, oh, look at you. You've been sweating it out the whole time. No, very nice. I have a question. There is a lighting fixture above that awning. What are you planning with that, to do with that?
It currently doesn't work.
Yeah.
We have an electrician look at it. Ideally, we would light it at night, but it doesn't work currently. So we don't want to hold up the.
Okay, so this is something down the line that you might want to do something.
Yes.
Yeah, you might want to light it down the line.
Yes.
You
Okay.
might want to consider goosenecks, which.
Yes, the gooseneck lighting is so much prettier than what's
really
over
much
there.
pretty. Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the building is half painted and left above, you know that.
It
Yeah.
drives me nuts. Kills us. I want it all white. I don't know why they did that.
Right, so you would like that whole thing behind your awning to be white, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to talk to the landlord.
Yes. Our landlord is fine with that.
Okay,
But we can triple confirm.
okay, that's great. And the only thing on your door is the logo and the hours of operation, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you planning? You're having displays in the window, I imagine, of course.
Yes.
You know, you're having no illumination in your windows at all.
No, we'll have product in the windows,
Right.
balloons on the
Yeah.
inside, and then at launch, we were gonna hand paint hello on the glass. We have an
Okay.
artist who'll do that.
Which will be temporary.
Correct.
Yeah, great. Okay. Looks good. It's a very nice sign. It says what it says, and it's whimsical. It's a very whimsical logo that you chose. And it says toys, which is what it's all about. I think it's great. So if you could just get him to finish off that white up on top, that would really look nice.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna be reskinning this awning.
Yes,
So it would be ideal that when you take it down, that the
to
landlord.
paint then. To paint then, of course.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Okay, it
Otherwise,
makes
he's gonna
sense.
get paint on the awning.
Right, right.
Yes, we're trying not to delay the opening. We are aiming to open on the 19th.
Okay.
Saturday the 19th. So we're moving very quickly on our side. So we'll put Dave on that.
Great. Terrific. Okay, I think we're all in agreement
We
that,
just wanted to welcome you and your business to Babylon Village, and
yes.
much good luck to you.
Oh, you're going to do great. You're in the right direction, ladies. I think you're doing a great thing for the village.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That
Thank
makes us
you
really
for,
happy.
thank you for choosing us.
Yeah, well, we all live here, so we just want to enrich it even more.
That's great. That's great. All right, I think we covered everything that we needed to cover with you, and good luck with your opening.
Thank you so
again.
much.
And you'll be getting a letter in the mail.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
Take care, everybody.
All right,
Thank you.
time to go watch hockey. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
send
you.
that over to Jeanette with the new layouts for the other one.
Good.
Thank you,
I'll
Dave.
talk to him tomorrow and explain to him.
Okay.
That's
Thank
all.
you.
All right, take care, guys.
Thanks a lot, Dave.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm gonna add in James Killen from the Hibernian Hall.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
You're in your car?
I'm in my car, yes.
Good for you. Okay, so what you've submitted is just, you're redoing the sign that has been there with this new signage, correct?
That's correct. Every time I walk by, I look at the sign and it's old and it's faded. So all I want to do is take that sign down and just
Right.
replace it with the new one. And we did actually update the logo that shows the name of our AOH division, as well as a map of Long Island with a star over Babylon. My main goal, as I told Mayor Adams, is I want to promote Babylon Village as much as we can.
Okay, right, okay. That's great.
So it's really just exact same size, same everything, just sort of refreshing. That's it.
The size of the sign that you're replacing, or the new sign is the same size that's there now.
Exact same
Exactly.
size.
Okay,
Exactly. Yes.
okay, great. And
Well-
how is it affixed to that gate or whatever?
I believe they're all bolted in.
Bolted, all right.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, that's either a village or a chamber of commerce signage. But
Yeah.
when I looked at it, I went close to it. It looked like it was all bolted in.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we talked about it, we looked at it, and I don't think, we don't have any problem with that, do we?
No, it looks good.
No. It looks good.
Looks good.
It's
Yeah,
nice
thank
and
you.
refreshing.
I'm actually very proud of it because I'm the one who got it redesigned, and like I said, the star over Babylon tells exactly we're Long Island and we're Babylon Village.
That's a very nice touch. That really is.
Yeah, thank you.
That's very good. Okay, good luck. That's great. All right, we have no problem with that, and you'll be getting a letter in the mail.
Great, and you and all the board knows that we have men, ladies, junior boys, junior girls, Irish step dancing, the band, as well as Irish language. We have over 700 members in the greater Babylon area.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're doing everything we can to keep Babylon. In fact, we just marched in the parade, and our pipe band
Sure.
led the
That's
parade
great.
down. So, yep. So
Yeah, that's great.
Good thing, very good thing.
And you,
Babylon proud.
I know, and the Irish step dances, well, of course, we didn't have the fair last year, but they always performed at the, on the gazebo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, in
Yeah.
fact, I was working very closely with Robin because she was going to do something at the Conklin House for St. Patrick's Day, and I said, "You want pipers? You want dances? Just let me know." But unfortunately, COVID came, so.
Yes, of course, I know.
Yeah, and also
Well,
too, this October, so everybody knows, this October we're celebrating our 75th year in Babylon Village.
Really?
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
75th year. Yep.
That's great. Well, good. Stay around for another 75.
I plan to. I don't know. Personally, I plan to.
Okay, good. Wonderful. All right, thanks very much for sending this in, and you'll be getting a letter, and then you'll be seeing your sign up very soon.
Very, very good. Thank you so
Good.
very much.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay. Have a nice night, everybody. Bye-bye.
You too.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so currently we have 4 people in for the next application for Apple Bank. So I will add them in now.
Apple, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
We're missing just to know, we are missing a few people that did register, particularly the people from Going Signs.
Uh-huh.
I'll let you know if they join. I'll add them if they join late though. One of the members, Kyle Calabat from Apple Bank, is on the phone, so he's not going to video, but Kyle, I am unmuting you. You just have to unmute yourself by dialing *6 to participate. But everyone else that's on video is in.
Okay, Robert and Mitchell?
Yes, good evening.
Hi, how are you? Good evening.
Hi. Good evening.
All right, so if I can start off, actually, I'm from
Sure.
Apple Bank.
Go
Good
ahead.
evening. So I'm Mitch Jacobs. I'm Senior Vice President of Real Estate for Apple Bank.
Mhm.
Kyle Calabat is the project lead on our new location there. Rob Morrissey is our project architect, and Jonathan Morales is from Going Sign, and he is our signage vendor. By way of background, Apple Bank is currently located at 1000 Montauk Highway in West Babylon. We've signed a lease to relocate to 8 Little East Neck Road in the village of Babylon. In the building that you know is at the corner of Montauk Highway and Little East Neck Road. We have, as of today, actually received both our FDIC and New York State Banking Department regulatory approvals to effectuate the transaction. So we now have all of our regulatory approvals to relocate this branch from our current location in West Babylon, where we've been since 1976. So obviously, we see this as a true positive relocation for the bank. We're looking forward to being a resident of the village and bringing banking services, as well as many customers that frequent our current location over to the new location. We worked very closely with Rob Morrissey and Kyle and Jonathan in coming up with a corporate branding package on the building, obviously being sympathetic to the architecture of the building and understanding it, but in the same token, obviously adhering to our corporate graphic standards. I hope you find the presentation satisfactory, and I'm certainly available to answer any more questions. We do want to be up and running at the new location by year's end. That's our goal. So we're working very closely with our architect, and he's working closely with our engineers and other members of the village. With that, I'm happy to turn the presentation over to Kyle, Rob, and Jonathan for any review and further comments you might have on our requests. But thank you very much. And as I said, Apple Bank does look forward to being.
I don't want to keep closing your eyes. Tony, close your eyes. Come on.
And sorry.
Sounds like somebody's talking to their child.
Okay. So again,
unmuted. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So again, thank you for the opportunity, and we look forward to moving to our new home.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobs.
Thank Mitchell.
Babylon, yes.
So this is Jonathan from Going Sign. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Jonathan.
So yeah, we are proposing some new signage that, does everyone have pictures and files of what we were proposed and sent over?
Yes. Now, before you start, Jonathan,
Sure.
I have the proposal and all the signage. As going back to the bank that was there before, the new signage, is this all new to your bank, or was this, because I don't remember the other bank, that was the same signage on the other bank, as far as drive-through, tellers, all of that, ATM, was that in place with the other bank, or are these all new to your bank?
I can tell you from the renderings that I saw from the former bank, being both North Fork and Capital One.
Right.
There are two existing, and Jonathan can go into more detail as can Rob, but there was certainly the ground sign that was in the front.
Yes.
Along there, and of course we are proposing that to be indirectly lit. There was both a rail assembly that exists still on the roof, where the lettering was installed on both the Montauk Highway frontage as well as the Little East Neck Road frontage. And there are fixtures there that indirectly lit it that Rob Morrissey will be looking to replace with something obviously suitable. The location where we're showing our ATM was the location where the prior bank had their ATM.
Okay.
We've certainly added a little bit more in terms of directional signage. But
Yes.
other than that, it's my understanding, and of course, as you pointed out, the lettering at the drive-up lane and the directional information, that's standard to circulation and for bank. I think we are asking to add an additional directional sign at the rear of the building because that becomes a primary entrance off, and you'll forgive me if I say it wrong, Pennybrook Lane or something to that effect, the back entrance there at the corner there by the Verizon building. So that is actually a new ground sign. That was not part of the prior branding.
Right, okay.
But other than that, everything else we're asking
Was in place.
Was in place in some form.
Correct.
Right.
Because you can see
Okay.
that there are corresponding existing light fixtures at all those locations.
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
And everything we've given you, is certainly within our corporate, graphic standards, colors, textures. So.
And a lot of the directional signs we are proposing because we think it'll help with the flow of traffic, especially like on Little East Neck Road. If we don't have signs telling the drivers or passerbys that there's parking available at different directions, someone could stop short and, possibly miss the parking or worse. So we want to have enough signage to make sure all the drivers and passerbys know where they may park and where the bank is.
Yes. Okay. There's nothing structural that you have to do to the outside of the building. Everything seems to be in place and in good shape.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah, there are some cosmetic items that need to be repaired. Some of the stone that I guess because the building's been vacant so long, but those are items that the landlord has agreed to repair for us.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are no structural items at all to be repaired.
Okay, and the lighting on the Little East Neck Road, on the roof line there, is there a timer on that lighting? Or will that be a permanently lit?
I would imagine that's going to be either on a timer or a photo cell.
Right, so it will be off at one point.
Yes.
Okay. And that's just replacing the signage that was there.
Correct.
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 Okay.
Yeah, as I said, if you go by the building today, you'll see there are rails installed both fronting Montauk Highway and Little East Neck Road.
Yes.
So we're just reinstalling where both prior banks had their signs in those exact locations.
Right.
Just for information, my firm was the original architect that did that building way back in, was it 2010, somewhere around there. So we're happy to actually be working with Mitch and their occupancy of the building.
It's a beautiful building.
We're really happy. We're really happy to be moving there from our current location.
Those were those. I remember I was on the board at that time. Were those called Eyebrow?
Yes, there are some eyebrow windows.
I have to tell you, that was just the greatest touch to that building.
Well, again, this is why we went back to Rob and his firm to help us, especially on the interior, whatever we do, to be sympathetic to the architecture. Rob,
okay.
And again, to be quite frank, JRS has done significant work for Apple Bank. They're one of our preferred architects, and we love working.
And we love working for you.
Thanks, Rob. And we're sure that the level of service that we'll be bringing, to the village, I think will be a spectacular addition. As we all know, many banks are closing, levels of services are going down, and we've basically outlived the effective usefulness of our home in West Babylon. The shopping center where we are is run down. It's not been maintained. It's been vacant since Kmart closed a few years ago.
Oh, sure.
And quite frankly, we're really looking forward to establishing our roots here. Or
Mhm.
reestablishing our roots, since we've been in that building since 1976.
Caitlin, did you have a question about the Little East Neck Road sign?
I did have a question in regards to the lighting. Mr. Jacobs, you had mentioned you were addressing new lighting. On which sign would that be, and what type of lighting?
So ma'am, on both signs currently have, if you looked at the rail right below them, they both have a trough of some sort. And I guess, Rob, it's currently an incandescent type of trough. The color of it really does blend with the roof shingle, so it's really not intrusive at all. And it's just a way of uplighting the sign indirectly and on both frontages.
And we're going to look to either repurpose the existing fixtures and clean them up and fix the electronics, or if we need to, because we haven't been able to get those turned on yet, replace it in kind. We're not looking to do anything outside of what's already there.
Great. And just in terms of sizing, just so you're aware, we are going to make an exception to the large font. So normally our font is a 12-inch max as per code. But obviously, due to the proportions of the building, and you have a very, very large building, it's beautiful, we definitely will be accepting the larger font size for all signs.
Awesome.
Great, thank you.
Great, thank you.
And you're re-landscaping, I'm assuming, because the landscaping.
Yes, we'll, unfortunately, I think this time of year, we can't do anything right now, but
Right.
We will certainly address site improvements and cleaning it up. And, we'll be resurfacing the parking lot and restriping the lines and direction. Again, we're very cognizant of the aesthetics of that building and that corner, and
Yes.
being at the traffic light of many intersections. But I can assure you, we will stand out nicely.
It's the entrance to the village.
Yes.
It is. Yeah, that's great.
And we take that very seriously.
Yeah, that's evident. Anybody else have any suggestions, comments?
No, you know what? I think you just said it very clearly, though. It is the beginning of the village, the entrance to the village, and the building is beautiful. The architecture of it is. So we're very glad that you're in it. Number one, welcome, Apple Bank, and that you are going to do a great job in maintaining the aesthetics of it. Thank you.
Yes, we're very glad that you are in the building and preserving what you started way back then, and are going to maintain that building the way it was meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
We're working very close with Rob and his firm on the interior, renovations, because obviously there are renovations that have to be done. But of course, as Rob pointed out, that's why we went to his firm, because they were the original architects.
What are your hours of operation? When do you, not so much when you open, but how late do you open?
Well, our normal operations, hours of operations are, probably 9 to 4, with one late night and a partial hours on Saturday.
Okay.
The branch, we certainly could reassess that with our operations folks. We will certainly be restoring the drive-up teller, remote drive-up teller service that exists or existed in that prior, version of the building in kind.
Good, thank you.
But no Sunday hours, right, Mitch?
No Sunday hours.
No Sunday.
We are not a 7-day-a-week bank.
No.
That's not us.
That's what the ATM is for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, if nobody else has any questions or suggestions, we think that we do welcome you to the village, as Mary Lou said, and we hope that you're going to be a great asset to our village. And welcome, and thank you for maintaining this building and not letting it fall down and apart. You're grabbing it at the right time so that it maintains the integrity of this building.
Yes.
It's been vacant too long.
Yeah. Thank you very much for coming in, and you will be getting a letter in the mail from our board.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Thank
Nice
you
meeting
very
Thank you
much.
very much,
Thank
Mitchell.
you.
Thank you, Robert.
Have a nice evening.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will add in the fifth and final application, and my son is asleep now, so I shouldn't have any more interruptions from him. Sorry again about that. Can't keep my speakers straight a year and a half after this, so. Okay, bring in Long Island First National Bank.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome
How
to
are
the
you?
board.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good.
Will it just be the two of you, or is other people joining us, Brian and Tom?
So Tom is representing us on behalf. He's handling the painting permit because we were
Okay.
painting the exterior of the bank. But Going Sign, I don't know if Shannon or Jeff are out there. Oh, Jeff, hi. Sorry about that. Jeff's joining us from Going Sign, and he's
Okay.
helping us with the signage.
Okay, Jeff, good.
So
Okay. So you're back,
yeah, yes.
right?
So
We talked about this building before, on our pre-meeting. We just had some suggestions to run by you. Are you open for suggestions?
sure, of course.
Okay, so here we go. We thought, because it's such a white expanse, it's such an expansive white, Navajo white.
Right.
Yeah, that the panel of the First National Bank, it has no identity of its own. It just sits there against that white background.
Okay.
That we thought maybe just to give it some personality, I guess that's the word I'm looking for, if it were bordered in black, so that it would be like a frame.
So you're saying frame out the
panel.
The panel.
Right. So
okay.
Then it would stand out a little bit more. It would not be just floating. And this is a picture that was printed, and one of our members thought, and maybe it's just the way the picture looks, that down the side of the building, the side of that building where the gooseneck lights are, looks gray. Is that not gray, or is it just the shadow?
You know what? It's just a resolution. It's tough because especially when you print it. But even I'm looking at the digital copy right now.
Yeah.
It's actually the building on the side when you walk down the
alley,
to the back.
Yeah.
That's already Navajo white. Granted, it's faded old Navajo white. We're gonna refresh the whole thing so it's a little bit more stark. So we actually just did our Roslyn branch, and similar thing, a little easier. This branch and our Bayville branch are probably our biggest challenges, is because green was everywhere. Our other branches are actually, for the most part, either brick or sided, the Navajo white. And we started painting the white trim. And really Navajo white is a very light beige. It's not really white per se. And I probably should have prefaced that. And even in this picture I'm looking at, and you're right, to my eyes, it looks kind of gray, not Navajo white. So it's not a fair representation. So it does distinguish, the sign, but I can't make the decision on the border. I could bring it back to our CEO and our marketing department. We're trying to have consistency across our branches. We have close to 50 branches from Riverhead to New York City. We actually started this week construction on our East Hampton branch. And we needed a refresh. Our brand and our logo were getting stale and old, and our website needed a refresh. So we had a new CEO come in last year, and he brought in a marketing company and a branding company, and him and the rest of the executives, they kind of came together with this game plan. So we're trying to you know, is a challenge because each location's not cookie cutter. They're all different. And especially in these wonderful villages like Babylon, that it's just quaint, it's beautiful, and you want to make it their own, but at the same time you want to be consistent. But I would have to just ask about the border to make sure that they're okay with that. So Jeff, go ahead. Do you have something to say? I'm sorry. Jeff, you're on mute.
Jeff, you're on mute.
Unmute.
Your audio. Put your audio on.
I'm unmuted now.
Good.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, great. Thanks. You just watched my lips moving, and that doesn't really help, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So another option may be, instead of putting the white background up there at all, just to put flat cutout letters.
You mean pin mounted letters?
Directly to the wall, on at least for that front and side elevation.
We're talking about pin mounting, right?
Pin mounted?
Correct. Yeah, pin mounted letters. Yeah,
okay.
Which is what we have up there now.
Right.
Just pin mounted letters up there.
We really like that look, actually. We all do like that.
Right.
Yes.
So since we have to paint, we're painting the facade anyway, we could repair any holes there and just have a clean facade to mount those letters to. And that may solve that issue, at least on Deer Park and on the side elevation. The rear is a little more of a challenge because I don't think that can be repaired up there.
That's on stucco, I believe. You're right.
On the rear elevation. So there, I would think we would need some sort of a background to cover any holes or damage from the existing letters and tagline that are up there.
Okay. So you're talking about the parking lot.
Yes, the parking lot side. Yeah.
Okay, but the Deer Park Avenue, you would consider pin mounting those letters.
Correct. Yeah, and then you get rid of that white pan altogether.
Right. Okay. And it would be in the blue, or would it be black?
It would be in the blue and gray are their corporate colors, are the new colors, correct?
Okay. Okay.
Jeff, will the gray be okay on the Navajo white? I guess it wouldn't be much different than from the white background, I guess, right? No.
Right.
Okay.
We've done that on other locations where we have a lighter background like that.
Right.
With just the pin letters. And I think it looks nice. It's nice and clean.
Okay. Now, on the existing building that is there now, on the bottom where it's green, there are several boxes that are outlined in white. Are you familiar with that picture?
Yes.
Okay. So, which does not show up obviously on your new rendering.
It's, you know what, when you're looking at it on a digital, it's very faint, but yes, it's there. It's just when it prints out, it's tough to do it on a digital, but
so what are those boxes? Are they outlined in anything?
They're outlined in white, in stark white. And again, so it's basically white on beige, you know, and I should have really prefaced that when we said Navajo white. Okay. And if you look at the second picture, the one facing the parking lot, that's actually a faded Navajo white at the end of the day, or a dirty Navajo white, if you want to call it. And you could see the difference, the difference between the white sign and the actual Navajo white.
Right.
We're just kind of bringing that Navajo. We're going to refresh the Navajo white and bringing that across, you know, to the front.
Okay. But
And
you
then-
wouldn't put anything, you wouldn't do anything with those boxes to make them more prominent, in other words.
Well, I think if you look in the shadow, which is the reason why I believe the side elevation, if you look at the Deer Park Avenue side, again, that first drawing.
Right.
It's more in shadow, which is why it doesn't have direct light on it, which is why you can see that the facade is a different color. And then you can see there are trim pieces though, that in white. So you have Navajo white and then white running across, and the box is below. If you look below on the pillar where the brick is, you can see that box out section. So you can see it is two different colors that will be.
Okay. Yes, I do see it very faint though.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Leo, can I just ask you, on those two buildings that you had, I think you said one was in Bayville and there was another location.
Bayville is actually the only other, Babylon and Bayville are really the only ones that really have a true dark green. The only branch that we've actually completed the painting, you know, as far as that is Roslyn. It's distinguishable. Yes, you'd see the difference between the white and the Navajo white. But again, it's pretty much what I call a light beige, you know, light beige and white. And I only say that because my house is kind of that way. And I didn't do it on purpose. It was a coincidence. I didn't make the decisions on the colors. This was by our marketing department, an outside firm, and our executive team. I'm merely executing. But it's a funny story. The CEO's picking me up. We're going to a meeting, and he picks me up at my house. He's like, "Why do you have the branch colors in your house?" And really, it's. I said, I didn't do it on purpose. I'm not, but it's really Navajo white. I mean, it's kind of it's beige, light beige, and then my windows and my door are white, and you could see the difference. You know, especially when the windows have the molding on this you know, the 1.5 inch molding or whatever, it really does pop out. So we tried to keep it neutral, and again, it's trying to make all the branches consistent across the board, but at the same time, each one is just so unique. So it is a bit of a challenge.
Okay, well, I think the pin mounting is a good solution.
Okay, we're okay with that, yeah.
That was one of the things that we discussed in our pre-meeting, as well as the border around the panel, but the pin mounting was something that we also had discussed. So I think that's something that we would consider.
Do you think you'd be able to send us some revisions with that so we can see it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pin lettering, and maybe you could give us
same size lettering.
Yeah, and just as an alternative, can you go along with the sign that you have now and put a border on it so we can do a comparison between the two and see how it looks?
Yeah, then we would have to shrink down the lettering size in order to accomplish otherwise the border will crowd the letters, obviously, because it's
Really? It looked like there was a lot of room there.
There isn't really. If you look at the drawings, especially on the front elevation, you can see that there's only a few inches there above and below the letters. So it depends on what kind of border you're talking about. If you want a border that goes straight to the edge of the panel, or
just
if you
thin
want,
border frame, just a thin border
like
frame.
Yeah. Yeah, we could show something like that if you'd like to see it.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be great, so we could see both of those renderings, so we could see. Yeah, go ahead.
But as Leo said, that may not go over with corporate to put a border around it, because no other branch out of all of them have a border around
but I know, but you know what, this is a very special building that we have. This building is beautiful in our village. We love it very much. Its architecture is without a doubt one of the most beautiful, next to Monsoon there. So, you know what?
That's why we were suggesting just putting letters up there, and then
pin letters would be fine with us. I mean, we're fine with the pin letters. We have that in other locations. We actually prefer the pin letters in most locations. It was really more of a cost analysis of having to repair the background or not. And if a building needed, you know, maintenance or painting, then we tried to go ahead with the pin letters. But if there was excess, you know, it didn't merit it, and we were just trying to cover up the damage, then that's why we went with the pans. But since we're painting the exterior, we're going to have to do some repairs anyway. I don't think we have we're fine with the pin letters. And we agree. You know, I think it's a beautiful building. I love the goosenecks. They're staying, and I think it just architecturally it's beautiful. And I don't know if you could actually see it. I have a picture here and there. So that's a picture of our Babylon branch. It's kind of hard to see, in my hand's a little twitchy, but not a Babylon, a Roslyn branch.
Roslyn.
Yes, so where we tone down the green and we put and you could see the Navajo white there. That's a little bit better. The Navajo white against the pan, just so you could see an idea of what it actually
Okay.
looks like with the gooseneck on top. But we love being in Babylon. We plan on being there for a long time, and so we're excited to refresh the branch and refresh the brand and continue servicing the community the best we can.
That's good. All right, if you could send us, you know, if that's possible, Jeff, send us
Sure.
those two, yeah. And then we'll get a look, you know, we'll take a look at it, and then you'll get a letter saying, you know, go with whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's great.
Fair enough.
great. All right.
All right.
Thank you both for coming in.
And thank you for listening to us. And we
Oh, of
appreciate
course,
your time.
absolutely.
Thank you,
This
ladies.
is our
Have a
village.
wonderful-
We want the best for our village, and
Well,
you're
I
trying.
live right next door. I'm in West Islip, so I spend a lot of time in the village. So
Okay, good. So you know
we
how
love it
very
there as well.
special our village is. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
We
our
wanna
West
make-
Islip used to be part of Babylon, actually going way back. So
Way back. Yeah.
yeah,
And we're very special.
yes, you
We're
are.
very unique.
Most of our branch managers, I'm always amazed. They treat the branches like their home. I mean,
Yes,
they
sure.
really take pride in they treat that as their home, and they decorate it and care for it, and they care for their customers in the same way.
That's good to hear.
It goes a long way, and which is why we like being in villages like Babylon. And
That's
and
good.
it's
to
a
hear.
wonderful
Thank-
village just to go visit.
Well, welcome to our village. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies. You have a wonderful evening.
You too. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. We'll get
Good
that
night.
over to you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.